Hello again. Zephyr here. We're doing another episode of Halls of Torment, starting over. Last episode, we did the Sorceress. And this episode, we're going to be doing either the Norseman or the Beast Huntress. I haven't yet decided. So let's talk about both of these, actually. The Norseman, very fast movement speed, good health, good defense, has dual axes, and was originally physical melee. Has relatively low damage, 20, where most other classes do something like 50 or 100 or, let's see here, 50, 100. A lot of them do 50 or 100. This one does 200 and 100. So Norseman is doing a lot less damage. However, the Iron Ring can do a lot here. And attack speed triggers Frost Nova. So we want as much attack speed as we can, or multi-hit, both work, to get the Frost Nova to trigger. And the Frost Nova has guaranteed chance of frost. So if we can get that going on, we're proccing frost every single time that goes off. So the faster we can attack, the more enemies we can attack. So being defensive, being up in melee and being defensive can be helpful there. As well as, of course, just hitting as many enemies as possible. Range, angle, all of that. So area is increased per level. So you get 1 degree of base area. You get some range per level as well. And you get global frost damage from this character class. So, on the other hand, we have the Beast Huntress. They have not updated Frost Spear. It is no longer frost. It is physical. Beast Huntress does 100 damage, and so does her pet, the Hound. Physical projectile mixed with physical melee summon. Both the summon and the character class has a relatively high crit chance, absolutely the highest crit chance, as well as decent attack speed. The Spear is a little slower, but the Hound is pretty good. And the Hound also has a knockback, and so does the Spear. The Spear also pierces 6 times and can be increased by force percentage. Now, I think I'm going to be going with the Norseman today, but let's see what we have available. So we don't have a whole lot. We have the Echoing Band and we have the Duelist Spark. We could buy both of these. This is, of course, a very powerful early game. 50% damage is really good. But we'd probably want the Duelist Spark for the Beast Huntress. The Echoing Band could be also good for the Beast Huntress since it is physical. So that would affect, I believe, all physical damage, which would include the Hound. So since we have equipment that is very focused on that, I am actually going to go with the Huntress here. Let's actually pick a different class and hover here. So she gains global damage bonus, global movement speed. And I guess there's, well, yeah, I guess there are movement speed bonuses that would matter for pets and summons and things. And then she gains base damage and base multi-strike on the Hound. Now, something to note, her mark is just another Hound. So if she wears the mark, we don't have it yet. We've never played this class on this save file. If we have the mark, we get 2 Hounds. So that adds up pretty quick. And then if you have any form of spawn increases, you'll get 3 Hounds. Eventually at 50% bonus. So we are very crit heavy here, and we are physical damage heavy. So we have the Echoing Band, we have the Iron Ring. Let's try out the Duelist Spark. I'd like to run the Gatherer's Charm, but maybe we'll do that next episode. I don't know how much I want to do there. We definitely want attack speed. And since pickup range kind of matters here, let's see what we got. We got Hood. We got Woots. We got that. Let me see. What is her block? Base defense and base block are both the same. Not the right button there. Oh, that's not the right class now. Gotta click it. I can't hover these. That's a big UI issue for me, is I can't hover the character I want to hover. So I can't hover the class I'm wearing or go into a menu anywhere. There's no menu. Okay. So I am tempted not to use the Duelist Spark in favor of using the Gatherer's Charm. I am going to go with defense over block. This gives block and defense. This gives defense. This gives defense. Yeah, I'm going to go Gatherer's Charm. I did just buy this for that purpose, but there's only so much I can say to that. We want all of our gathering to be done as fast as possible because it is very valuable. We don't have any potions here. So either I go into the 2nd level or I go into the 5th level, which we did unlock last time. We have the Chambers of Dissonance. So naturally, since I just unlocked it, I have to play it. Chambers of Dissonance. Here we come. So this area is very difficult. Oops. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I have to click that. I can't use the keyboard. What do we want here? As strange as it is, I want movement speed. This area has a lot of ground hazards and death hazards. And movement speed is very much king here. The Beast Huntress has 1.2 base multi-strike on her... Yeah, let's do attack speed. On her spear. Which is interesting, which means every 5th attack, with no other stats, is a double spear. We just got one right there. A crit chance. We have high crit chance, so I think crit chance is better here. I'm not 100% sure what this character class excels at. It feels very mixed. It's definitely physical damage, but we've got the Beast Huntress doing this high pierce spear with high damage and a relatively slower attack. And then you have the Landsnacht with the kind of same setup. It's a gun instead of a spear. It's slower, it hits harder, and it pierces more. But it's very much kind of the same idea. Single piercing effect. Nice. We leveled up 500 times. But it's kind of the same thing. It's this high-powered, decent crit, high piercing, slower attack. So it's just kind of almost a gradient on the same character class and then having a pet with it. Versus the grenade, Granado, that comes with the... Do I want crit chance or damage? That's the real question. I don't actually know here. Crit chance, our base crit chance is 33%, so we're getting 3.3% when we level this up. We don't really need a lot of force on our weapon. It already pierces 6 times. I mean, it can be good against, like, huge mobs, but I can't imagine mobs getting much bigger than 10 in depth, for the most part. Damage over here is 20% versus 3% chance to crit. We don't have high crit damage either, so if we had the crit rings, crit chance might be better if we had both of the crit rings here. Probably. Or if we were running something with like 100% damage already, like an amulet or something like that. So I'm going to say damage is probably best here. Let's see here. Not try treats. So like we got 50% attack speed total after some stuff there, which is really good. Our damage, we've got, so we've got 74% damage. We have the iron ring. We have base damage as well, which is going to help significantly. So we got 19 damage base from 100, and that should affect our hound as well. It does. So it affects the hound. It doesn't affect the shield bash. Yeah, I'm going to bring that up again. Bothered by it. It affects everything but the shield bash. But anyways, we got some multi-strike on the dog. Good boy. And then we've got this. The Echoing Band can trigger quite a bit of extra damage. So you can see that it's giving us a decent damage bonus with, I'll go back to gameplay here, with the limited enemies we have. Probably should have re-rolled that one. I don't have a problem with just taking the crit bonuses. We're critting pretty hard. It's a 3 times crit right now. Yeah, I know I'm going in here a lot. 220%. We'd hit 207 or 662. Music on this level seems either new or I just had my volume so low in previous playthroughs that I just didn't notice that it was this snazzy. Like almost a chase theme or something. Ooh, this movement speed. So I'm going to be kiting this boss for a while, probably. I don't do a whole lot of damage to him. And I didn't look up what to do to unlock the next character class, so I probably should have done that, because we're going to run out of character classes soon. Damage and crit bonus both. See, I'm going to take the other one on that. Hey, and we rolled it. Beautiful. That's our only reroll. I wasted it early because, well, I really wanted that. But also, if you can snowball, it'll help you just move that much faster. And we're not doing agony, so we don't have to snowball too hard. We're not maxed out. We're not... we have barely any enemy... not enemies. Very little items unlocked here. Force and health or movement speed and regen. I feel like force and health is pretty good here. If you're constantly moving, you probably are actually shooting more than 6 enemies in a line. And health is just good if you're taking any form of damage. I'd rather have health over regen most of the time. And that comes into play with some other effects, but like Mask of Madness and some other stuff. You can get regen elsewhere. And if your character class doesn't have good base regen, I don't know. But yeah, as we just kite backwards, we're hitting a lot of enemies in a line. We keep them in a controlled situation. These dudes love to bounce when they get hit. They will bounce backwards. There we go. A lot of physical damage. Getting a lot of crit stuff really early on here. Hopefully it's actually worth it. There's not a lot of other damage values that we can get. I feel like the vases, the breakables should break a little more regularly instead of just by hits. With my attacks being so slow, I would say probably rate it on a per character basis even. I want that other one. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll take force and health again. Like, make the spears break them in one hit or something like that, or have a chance to break them in one hit, whereas in the maybe faster attackers could require 2 or 3 hits. I don't know. They're doing hit-based breakables because they don't want to do damage-based breakables. Most likely. Because they want it to be somewhat consistent over the course of the level and the difficulties and stuff, like agony mode and such. Okay, so we do have a pet. The Clay Golem is another physical melee pet. It can also take Phantom Needles or Transfixion, and Transfixion amplifies all damage when it applies Fragile. So Transfixion can be pretty good. I usually like to take it early, but in this case, I'm actually going to take the Clay Golem. Ooh, we leveled up as well. Take crit chance over crit damage here. I don't like the Clay Golem roll thing. It's kind of strange, honestly. I know they're trying to go for some form of differentiation on some other stuff there, because we already have the like flame soldier, spirit soldiers. Which are physical and melee and have like a little dash. We haven't unlocked that yet, actually. I bet that's unlocked from... Oh, maybe it's unlocked from the soldier, honestly. No idea. We have another pickup. We'll just take Bulwark. It's a little bit of both. As we get near the kind of end of what's possible to kind of show off here, I'll start working on stuff like unlocking Agony and kind of going through those kind of things. Ring Blades is another physical, technically melee effect. Nice. I think that's just a reroll. Since I don't have any other wines unlocked, I think we got a wine last time, though. I didn't turn it in, though. I think it was a memory potion. Which, if I wasn't really trying to go for something else, I probably should have taken the memory potion. It's really good on some of those early dedication values or late game level 10 ability modifiers. Being able to take a level 10 with another level 10. Just good. Just really good. We're getting a lot of damage and crit bonus here. I like it. What's our crit bonus at? 320. So this is crit bonus. I screwed this up in a previous video. This is crit bonus. So it does not factor in the base 100% damage. So this is 320, which means adding the base damage, you'd have 420 times this value, 282. So 420 times 282. But we're definitely getting it up there. It's not very high base value. The what were we playing? The Shield Maiden has crazy bonus damage on crits. That was the video that I messed up some different numbers and stuff there. Misremembering and misunderstanding both. Base crit bonus. So this is where it kind of gets interesting. They took away the base crit chance bonus, and they claim it was because it was confusing players. But then they left the base crit damage bonus in as a flat value modifier. So it does mean that you can kind of still build very heavy into crit damage. You just can't build heavy into crit chance. And I guess it makes sense from a... Let's see. I don't know what I want. I'll do the force again. I guess it makes sense. A lot of the high crit chance characters like this one, they're going to want that bonus damage on their crits because they're going to have really high chance to crit. And since all chance to crit is now a percentage basis, you're not going to be over-critting nearly as often. If at all. I'd have to do the math on that if it's even common to be able to over-crit as much on most characters. So there's that crit chance again. I'd love to do the crit chance. I just don't know if we have enough. Let's do Ring Blades 3, actually. There's a plant. It's right there. It was hidden behind a wall. There we go. There's a point at which the crit chance is probably better than the damage. I am not going to math that out. Probably not too complicated a math, but it's probably more complicated than the average gamer is going to really care to want to ever do. I don't want this. Apparently I have to take it, though. There's no alternative to the roll duration. So Zephyr gives up and just says, okay. Okay, I'll take it. I don't know which is better, the scroll over here or getting those plants. We're doing pretty good. I really expected to die. But then again, I'm not on agony, so... I'm misremembering probably the difficulty of this level based on that. I haven't seen any news postings about the Shrine of Torment yet. I'd like to see that kind of come up again. Maybe we'll get an update soon here. I'm on the experimental build, but there's nothing special about the experimental build at the moment. Yeah, let's do Crippling Blades. Let's do that. Ring Blades is always deceptively strong. I feel like it's not doing much. It's kind of invisible. It's like right there. Going across the left side of the screen and the right side of the screen there. So it kind of picks a direction. A lot of it is very sideways. So like we've got as much damage out of the ring blades as the golem, and we got the ring blades later. And the echoing band is going to work on any physical damage. So it works on the clay golem, the ring blades, the hound, and the spear. And it's called a frost spear, but it's no longer dealing any frost related anything. Every time you kill one of these dudes, they explode. They just walk at you until they die. And that's why this level gets kind of clunky almost. I don't know. I don't know that it's necessarily a bad thing, but it does feel a little bit extra dangerous in a way that the other levels don't play off very much the same. Just because a lot of enemies, like these enemies, they bounce backwards if you don't kill them after a certain hit. Maybe it's half health or something. But if a lot of these little mechanical spiders show up all at once, you get, there we go. There's an alternative in there. Let's get more crit chance. What are we at? Crit chance. Where are we at? 46%. So yeah, we'd need 200% bonus crit chance to hit 100%, and then on top of that, we'd need more to overcrit. And overcrits are super powerful. They do pretty much exactly what you'd expect them to do. They add the crit bonus twice or 3 times, depending on how many times you overcrit. So we got one plant, and I see only one other plant on the screen here. We'll go over to this other scroll. We need Golem to be level 3, though. Or Ring Blades to be level 6, probably. We might want to take something like Flame Strike. For when things get in our face. It's still melee, so any other melee bonuses we have would be good. But we don't have Ethereal Shift yet, so we're not going to be focusing on any melee-specific, probably, stuff. Power Bite. 20 damage area. And since this character does gain base damage, the crit is going to scale really well with that. We got really lucky. We could get a green version of the Iron Ring for 30 damage or more. I think you have to usually get to like level 80 to make it worth it, though. I think our chances of pulling a green right now is pretty low as well. Due to... I don't want to pick that up yet. It's so tempting, though. I almost picked it up. But yeah, I don't think our chances of greens is very high yet because we're not in Agony, and I think Agony upgrades either the number of enemies that drop items or the quality of items. We haven't been getting a lot of items in general, I feel, which is it's just intriguing. Not sure what that means. Sure, I don't really kind of care about what the ring blades do. They're all pretty much the same in some fashion. Like, angle means like how they fly off the screen, whereas in size is... Now we have 2 scrolls right there. Yeah, there we go. We got the level 2 of the Golem that I wanted. The Golem... The rolling is good. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't feel like what a Golem should be doing, for whatever reason. Feels awkward. I'm gonna go with multi-strike here. Base crit bonus. Yeah, let's take that. I'm just hovering around these two pickups because doesn't seem to be a strong reason to not. There's one pickup over there, but why would I want to pick up one instead of two? Now, something to note about the ring blades is they go off the screen really far. So not only can they kill stuff really far away, they're doing damage you're just not visually seeing. I was really hoping for a level 3 clay golem here. Or did we already get a level 3 clay golem? There it is. And it's the one I wanted. I guess we could go pick up, there's no alternate on this one. Magma Fists. Or we could go Astronomer's Orbs. These are also physical. Let's go Astronomer's Orbs, because then this has a chance of getting us the other golem thing here. See, we still got it there. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Damage and crit bonus physical, attack speed, multi-strike physical. So since everything we're doing right now is physical, these are really good. I like the damage and crit bonus here more. You can also take some of this right away. Astronomer's Orbs are actually a really fun thing if you can get the double ring. I think that's really fun. Deal 5 million physical damage in a run. Yeah, we're doing all physical damage right now. Well, I guess he's doing Magma Fist now. That glove up there would be really good to get. Okay, so this is magical, not physical, but it will apply a damage increase from all direct damage. So I feel like this is actually pretty good. You could take the experience. We're close to level 50. The experience isn't terrible, but it's only half a level. Transfixion always fires in the direction you're facing, where you're aiming. So we've got all this kind of chaotic nonsense with the other stuff. Let's do Astronomer Orb speed. Was it this class that got movement speed per level? Pretty sure it was this class. Nice. Survivor. 12 minutes. Getting a lot of achievements here. I'm impressed with how we're doing. A lot of the game has been rebalanced with a couple different patches that have been very specific for balancing items and experience and difficulty and stuff, so we're doing pretty good. This boss likes to fling lesser bosses all over the place. I would like this one more so than the other one. We could get a glove from an item chest. Nope. Item chest from a vase. That'd be good. Killed a golden slime there. Good for us. A little bit more gold. So yeah, as we move, enemies will come in. If we can angle ourselves to be a little bit of a hallway hero and have them attack us from a line, then our spear is just going to just decimate them in a straight line there. Probably easier to do on a level that is a little bit more like a hallway, like the viaduct or the caverns, where you can just kind of aim down a choke point. Got a bunch of stuff going on over there. We must be getting really close to this next herb. Moving around a lot as we move through these halls here. Or it's lying to us. Our compass is just zigzagging all over the place here. I don't know what to think. Blade size. There, we killed another golden slime. I'm gonna go with base crit chance and crit bonus. Okay, I like the effect chance here because we're not really focused on it dealing damage directly. Instead, we're focused on some movement speed. More movement speed. Density. So this makes the ball smaller, or another one makes the range tighter to your character. Whereas in this one, increases the range, increases the movement speed. And there's a 5 in there. I'm going to take that to remove it from the pool. Attack speed. Multi-strike. I'm just going to take it because it's better than the other ones. There we go. That's the one I wanted. More movement speed. So since they changed movement speed to be a flat bonus to your character, I don't think movement speed on the upgrades affects Astronomer's orbs, but I don't 100% know how that works now. Effect chance. Yeah, we want effect chance. A lot of experience has been sitting on the ground. Ooh. Let's go with attack speed there. We're gonna get the next one soon, probably, anyway. Where in the world is this herb? The golem is doing some work with that fire. So these balls fling the corpse dudes, the clay dudes. They're basically like clay golems themselves. Clay men. Level 60. Probably unlocks agony mode or something for this level, maybe. Got 3 bosses lined up here. Let's see what we can do for damage. There's one down. There's another down. Good work there. That's probably a big achievement right there, or something. Surprised I didn't get hit there. Give me a power up. Or a golden slime, I guess, works too. So he's got a lot of little modifiers on his face. Okay, so these slimes, these little cube slimes, or whatever they are, I don't know if they're slimes per se. They're probably considered constructs like the spiders, and I just think that they look like slimes because they're cubes. Okay, we got an item. What did we get? Spellcatcher gloves is... That's different. That's different. They've changed this. I'm going to take it, though. Spellcaster gloves, when not using your main weapon, deals extra damage. So... that used to have a bunch of other effects, I think, and it was probably limited to your abilities. Looks like it's not limited to abilities and can actually be used on pets now. So we probably got 100% bonus damage on our pets. I just don't know how useful that is at the moment. Oh, another level 5. So let's see here. We've got 30 attack speed, so... we've got 72% attack speed total. And then we've got 200% bonus damage. So we'd be sacrificing 30 attack speed. I'm not going to do that math in my head at all. But yeah, so we'd have to sacrifice our gloves and our main weapon. So if we were really focused on our hounds or our abilities, let's add 2 per cycle. Still don't know where this plant is. This is driving me crazy. I feel like the compass is just lying to me. It's like, oh, it's over here. Is it? Is it actually over here? Because first it was up, and then there's a box I missed. Too many things to pay attention to. It's really not, but, you know. Just trying to achieve too much at once, probably, for the time allotted here. Yeah, let's do, actually, that one, because I care about the golem. Demonic Band, very good. Summon Ring, or we got Crit Chance. Also very good. That Crit Chance? 50% Crit Chance. That's, not sure if that's better or not. What is our Crit Chance? Got 33% plus 50%, so we would double our bonus, which would bring us to 66% crit chance. That's pretty good. We would have to sacrifice one of these rings, and the iron ring is probably doing not as much at this point. So maybe we wear this. There was some weird UI going on there. Can't remember if we purchased the revive now. I really hope I did. It might save this run. Okay, let's go try to find whatever died over here. I think the ring blades killed a couple things off the screen, I think is what happened there, and I just didn't pay attention. Electrified orbs. Sure, we'll just do that. Let's do defense and block strength. We're taking some hits now that I don't want to take. I'd like to beat the level. Thought it would be a lot harder to beat. There's no other ability there. Sure, base crit chance, since we now have a crit ring. Yeah, so like if we go down here, let's double check this. Our crit chance is 66%. Pretty good. Not to mention the different other abilities that can crit. Like our dog crits, and the ring blades can crit, and the astronomer's orbs can crit, and there's some lightning going weird on the screen there. Every time they use the lightning when they're off screen, it just kind of glitches out, I think. Give us a power up, give us a power up. Aw, no power up. 4 minutes left. I'm getting hit by things. I don't like this. There's a power up. There's a power up. It's just, it's the gathering power up, but. Go for damage. There's a power up. We got it. What is it? Attack speed. Can't take that one. Or can't see a secondary one of that. We can see a secondary one of this. Crit chance and area radius. Sure, whatever. I don't really have a strong preference on that. Let's get out of this death situation. More attack speed. I'm going to take that because it'll delete it from the pool. And also it's good. Damage and cone size. But yeah, I'm still not sure what the Beast Huntress is meant to be like particularly good at compared to, say, the Archer or the Landsnacht or the Warlock. It's kind of this weird halfway point between a summoner, a ranged crit heavy hitter, and some other stuff. Even more attack speed on that. More crit bonus. We didn't find this other plant. I'm not sure we're gonna. Let alone live to turn anything in. Now it's below me, so I must have passed it somewhere, but it's also to the right. For whatever reason. I can't walk through that at all. Not good enough. Oh, we're getting really low on health. A little bit of health. A little more health. 9. Not much. There's a health pickup up there. Little red orb. Oh, this is bad. It's not just circling, it's also shrinking. You gotta get out of it. Gotta be very cautious with how do you get out of it, apparently. Things are gonna start spawning in a little faster here. We're hitting the last minute. I feel like it always spawns enemies way more quickly when you're getting close. These little tiny dudes throwing the orbs every time they die gets real tedious real quick. Oh, now I can't see. Let's get some base defense. More damage. Apparently we didn't have strength 5. Level 10. Hey, there it is. We found it. It exists. Oh, we already had pink salt. I must be confused. Ooh, narrowly escaping. There must be a level with 4 pickups, because, there was only 2 here, and I'm pretty sure we're short something as well. From one of our runs, we didn't get all the herb pickups, so I'm not sure what we missed out on. I'm gonna work my way towards the well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually be able to get there. Oh boy, especially with a boss in my face. Run, 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 run! Another pickup. Oh, there he is. Why, hello. And there's the well. What do we want to send up? Okay. Crit chance ring is going to be pretty good on most characters that can do any form of crit, either with abilities or their attacks. Since it's not limited to just your attack, your abilities are going to be a big deal there. It's like Transfixion, Ring Blades, and Astronomer's Orbs all can be built very crit-oriented. Phantom Needles as well. This wine bottle is just a single reroll of a normal level up, and the Spellcaster Gloves can be really good on very specific setups. I want to say this might work on the Sage, as they don't have a main weapon. So this may work on the Sage really well. We don't have the Sage yet, or the Lonsnock. Those are, I think, the last 2 classes. And we're going to be doing the Norseman next, and we probably need this crit chance ring to beat the boss, so I'm going to send up the bottle and then run. As I knew he sent something out right as I picked that up. For the most part, this boss shouldn't be too dangerous. Wait, what's going on with the well? Can we do more than one item now? Oh, no, we don't have a bucket. Okay, that's what I thought. It's just still on the screen to tell us that we have a bucket, or have a well. Can't use it. It's just there. Oh boy, that's bad. Get me out of this ring of death. I feel like playing Grindia has helped me with some of this bullet hell stuff. Because that game is a bullet hell. It's a bullet hell with a sword. No. Bad, bad. Don't take hits. We got to level 82, which I think is pretty good. I can't see the procs per se. There's some stuff on his head. I'm pretty sure that's fragile. So he should be taking quite a bit of extra damage from all direct damage. Trying to get as close as possible. Get kind of the orbs and some other stuff going on. Whew, that was close. Getting Electrify procs on him from the orbs. We're potentially getting Flame procs on him from the Golem. We did it. We did it. It happened. Okay, so there's no more pickups for herbs. There's this will eventually do something, I think, for the Shrine of Torment, collecting the Torment shards. And other than that, we're done. That was intense, though. There were a lot of tense moments there. How many achievements did we get? So we unlocked Agony mode. We unlocked a Golem Mastery thing, trait type. We unlocked Gold. Okay, that's not useful. Gold. I mean, it is useful, but not very exciting. Definitely good for our progression. Elemental Surge. I don't remember what that does. Also, why is it on the dog trainer? That must be the summon elemental, where all your summons do a specific type of element of damage, as well as a like a chance to electrify or whatever. So you can turn your dog like lightning, and then use lightning orbs and stuff like that. Lightning, these orbital things, not lightning orb itself. That's an actual ability. The Landsknecht. Try and pronounce that as close as possible. We unlocked a new character. Great. We unlocked the ability Spirit Warrior. That's just physical damage. Interesting. I wonder which tree it's on. Gold, gold, gold. And the Jade Amulet. Which is an experience amulet that gives you 60% experience at like level 1 and then 0% experience at level 60. There it is. So, next episode, I'll probably do the Norseman. We unlock the Landsknecht, and we just need the Sage over on the left side here, and I think we got all the classes. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 classes. So, good stuff. Good stuff. There's Beast Tracker. There's not a lot of achievements for some of these newer classes. I feel like the older classes just have a lot of achievements. So we unlocked Spirit Warrior here. Then we have to actually take Spirit Warrior here to get more stuff. And then the Spirit Orbs gives your Spirit Warrior a similar ability as the orbs that you can take, which count as more summons. It's an interesting build for sure. And you can kind of build it in a couple different ways. Reach Agony 3 in the Frozen Depths to get the mark. So we haven't done any mark hunting yet. That'll probably be the next major focus, is going into Agony and mark hunting. Trying to show how to do that and what you need to do. And it's not that hard, but, you know, some videos to help with it. Maiden's Tear. I think that's which one that is. That's not the one that heals you. That's like the blood something, blood catcher. Warchief's Visor.